The greatest gift is to share what you love with someone else. I actually do white elephant not at Christmas time.
The team organized a gift for you.
I love this. It's cliche. The best thing you can get is being around family and loved ones. This is a fun time of year for me, and especially because it's the holidays, and my love language is gift giving. During the entire year, I am listening to my friends, my loved ones, and genuinely anyone who I think might like something that I give them. And the whole idea is to be thoughtful. It's not something major. It's just something that impacts them, maybe on the daily. I have a little speaker that I love, and I played on the golf course. And my cartmate the other day was raving about how that was the most incredible speaker. Well, I went home and bought him a speaker. It's just fun, right? Like doing something for someone that you like and giving them the gift of something that they like that you saw is fun, and it's thoughtful. Another example is in the gym. I wear these new shoes called Vivo shoes. And when someone comments and says, I really like those shoes, what an incredible opportunity to find out what their shoe size is and then give them that gift. I could go on and on. Books. If you love a book and someone's going through something that you're going through, ordering that book. The cool part about it is it can take less than 24 hours on Amazon to order something and have it to them. And for me, it's exciting. As soon as I order it, I can't wait to get that gift. Then I can't wait to organize the time of giving them that gift. And I actually love watching them receive the gift. And so during this holiday season, I challenge you, the audience, gift giving doesn't have to be your love language, but you can just be aware of when someone is saying that they like something you have, or like something they saw on TV, or just in general, something they wouldn't buy for themselves. I think that's one of the best things in gift giving. A lot of times people can buy anything they want, or they will buy it. But what's something they didn't buy for themselves that they really want? It can be sometimes something they can't afford. And the ability to give that to them, for me, that's the love language I share. I genuinely enjoy every second of that. And on the contrary, I've had to learn how to receive. I was really bad about receiving. And I just shared with you something that's so nice about gift giving is seeing someone's reaction. And I wasn't providing that to someone that was giving me a gift. I got awkward. I got uncomfortable. I got dismissive. Did I show that I liked the gift enough? When I did, but I didn't know how to receive. And so my new practice has been when someone gives me something, saying thank you, really understanding why they gave me that gift and just receiving it. It used to be, did I give enough to receive this? Or do I now have to give them another gift because they gave me a gift? And the answer is no. Learn how to receive. And if you're now wanting to be a better gift giver, just be aware of what that person might want and what a better time to do it than right now.
Speaking of receiving gifts, the team actually organized a gift for you so you can practice to see how good you've become at receiving. Grace, you want to go grab that?
This is a gift from the team of Alex Perry on Fire. And I got to be honest, I used to rip things apart, but now I don't get so many gifts. So I take time in opening things. So it gives me a little bit of ooh, what's this going to be? I'm excited. I love it. Oh, it's my two boys, Julius and Caesar, in Roman robes, and they look so glorious. I love this. It's so thoughtful. Something that I would never have done for myself, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And that's what I'm talking about, is we have such opportunity to be thoughtful in times where it doesn't have to be costly. And although this could have cost a lot of money, it doesn't matter. To me, y'all took the time to think about something that was meaningful to me, something that I could include in my podcast studio. And my two kids, my two sons who I love more than anything in life. So thank you. It's the act of receiving is that it's heartfelt. And so thank you all. Mary, who is not here, thank you. Alicia and anyone who's a part of it. I think the idea is when you don't have necessarily maybe the means for a big monetary gift, how do you plan ahead of time to have something ready that may be artistic? My brother spent time getting me a light up sign. I thought the G in gelato was silent. And so I called it gelato for 4 days, which they thought was funny. I didn't. But he got me a memorable thing to remind me of that trip. And it was thoughtful and it took time. And so when I say it is like plan and then where are you coming up with the ideas? And I think the easiest thing is what's important to that person. I obviously know that my team knows how much I love my two dogs. So maybe that was easy, but it probably is easy for a lot of people.
Your love language is gift giving, and you do give wonderful gifts. I can attest to that. A question I think some viewers would have is if they're in a relationship right now, what realm of gift do you think is appropriate for, let's say, maybe just dating stage, 1 month, 2 month relationship, then a year, and then maybe 5 years?
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Whether it's 1 month, 3 months, a year, or 5 years, the greatest gift is to share what you love with someone else. And that's easy. The best gifts are the most thoughtful ones. And again, that can range in a variety of costs. I say that you can buy $100 pair of sunglasses and $1,000 pair of sunglasses. You can buy a $50 purse and a $10,000 purse. You can go to a concert and sit in $8 seats, or you can sit in $2,000 seats. But I think what you're doing, especially with loved ones and relationships, intimate relationships, is you're creating experiences and memories. So whatever that may be, concentrate on that. And how easy do you make the experience, right? Do you organize the car to take you there and take you back? Do you stay at a nicer hotel that you might not stay at? Do you order room service? All the little things that could make it special in a way that someone else might not spoil themselves. That's an art of a gift.
Do you have a gift that someone's given to you in a relationship that has stood out compared to others, or maybe that you can think back of? And
yeah, for sure. My ex-girlfriend got an artist to draw someone that looked like Donald Duck, but wearing clothes I'd wear with contracts and signatures. And it was kind of a spoof on me and my job. And, again, it was something I would never have done for myself. It portrayed me in a funny, accurate way. And it was just thoughtful. It was, I think humor is the best. Laughter is, and you have to be able to laugh at yourself. And so, yeah, I love it. And we're not together, but I still have it, and it's a meaningful gift.
all right, now let's go to the other end of not a new relationship, not a 1, 2, 5 year dating. You're now 25, 30 years married. What does gift giving look like then?
I love that question. And I don't think that it has to be 20, 25 years. I think we can get stagnant in 3, 5, 10-year relationships. We have opportunities. We know that person so well. It doesn't take a lot to go find something that will surprise them. In fact, that's the beauty of it. If you've been doing that for the last 3, 4, 5 years, break that pattern and really surprise them. And don't do it with some generic gift or a regift. It's actually worse. It's actually worse. I'd rather not get something regifted. Find something that makes them say, I should have been better as well this year. When someone says, like, we're not doing gifts this year, it's a really good opportunity to go rogue and do what you want to do. Like, it's the best opportunity. And guess what you're doing? You're just setting the tone to say, you're not going to choose whether I give gifts or not.
Do you think that kind of puts deceptiveness to it, though? Do you think doing that, you're purposely putting them in a bad light and putting yourself in a good light?
No, I don't. Everyone has their own choice in life. If they're choosing not to do it for one reason or another, they don't need to be felt bad. It's what I would say. It's your love language, right? And look, if you're not, or it can be a love language, it's just mine, but if you aren't being thoughtful, I wouldn't say all of a sudden go back, grab a gift. I'd go deeper. I would go deeper. Why are you not taking the time for someone that you obviously love, hopefully love? If not, you have probably the deepest relationship with them over anybody else. And you're telling me you can't take the time to find something on a special day that they might appreciate? It hurts. I think it deep down hurts when someone you care about gives you a gift that had no thought to it. I can honestly say that it has hurt me in the past. I'd rather get nothing than a thoughtless gift. So as the audience is listening to this, we all have an hour to find a way to be thoughtful to the least one person we care most about in this life and get them something that surprises them this year. I think one thing that we practice in our culture that I love is this white Santa. Is that what it's called? White Santa? White elephant. He could be any color. I'm just saying he got a white beard, some white hair. I wasn't talking about his skin color. White elephant is something that I absolutely love. I think white elephant is one of the most fun games. I actually do white elephant not at Christmas time because I love it. I love it. First of all, what it does is it brings in creativity. You got to find something under a certain dollar amount. 2, it brings in laughter. I mean, we all laughed. And 3, it brings in competitiveness, right? You want to get the best gift. You want to take from someone whose gift you have. And like, what a great way to gift give, be thoughtful, and also do it with a big group of people, right? Because everyone gets a gift. No one leaves empty-handed usually. Maybe it's a silly gift and you do, but like just talking about it makes me smile because it's just so fun to see your friends' reactions when they get a gift and then it's taken from them. It kind of can go back to our childhood when we have a toy that we love and then our brother steals it. But we get to do it as grown-ups. So that's certainly something you can do with your family over the holidays, and it brings some fun and laughter in.
Growing up, what was gift giving like?
I remember being young, and we loved roller hockey, living in LA with Wayne Gretzky, and everything was around getting hockey sticks or Nintendo games with hockey or anything that was play oriented. My parents were really big on us, and I just said Nintendo, but they were really big on play outside. So it was usually sports stuff related to us being active. But my mom always wanted to give us gifts that we didn't throw out. So when I was young, I loved tea because I went to England when I was 8 years old and I happened to love tea. That became a big problem for me because for the next 10 years plus, for my birthday and Christmas, I got teapots. And when your friends ask you at 9, 10, 11, 12 what you got for your birthday or Christmas, and you have to be honest and say a teapot, it can be rather embarrassing. Now I have a collection of teapots and teacups. My twin brother happened to like egg cups and dippy eggs, so he didn't have it much better than me. My oldest brother liked salt and pepper, so he got salt and pepper shakers. And again, you've got to explain that to your friends. So any young people listening, I warn you, be careful what you want to collect. But on the contrary, what a great thing to do. Find a collector's item that you really enjoy, which I know people do actually. You want to talk about trading cards, sports memorabilia, other things that actually can go up in value. Might be joking, but like jewelry, other things. So I think like finding things that you just don't throw out, because these gifts can be expensive, but what a great way to create a tradition by getting something that every year you can put into a collection. So I think my parents actually were onto something and had something nice in mind. But I'll tell you, at 12 years old, when you get a teacup or a teapot, it's a tough one.
Do you remember what your parents would give each other?
Great question. My parents, as I remember, didn't do a good job of giving each other gifts. And I remember my dad always buying kind of cars and my mom being pissed. And so I think what my mom thought is, you bought yourself something that you shouldn't have bought. I'm not going to give you something. And that's the truth. It's the truth. And I don't say it's the good, and they would tell you both that's the truth. Um, and you know what? I think I saw that so subconsciously that I decided that's not the way I'm going to live. I genuinely think that I actually didn't like that. I'm not saying they never gave each other gifts. My parents are generous and have been generous to each other, but I think that um, I would have loved to have seen more of that.
I pictured your dad doing a lot of like experience or just like out there gifts, but at random times. Would that be true?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's tough. Like as a kid, you're naive and you don't know the cost to go on vacation. Like we would go on vacations for the holidays. Well, there were 6 of us. Imagine what that cost is. Imagine what the cost is for 4 people. And so I'll tell you, until I was 23 years old, I didn't know that it cost money to play at golf courses, and that if you want to host people at a country club, it costs money. So as kids, we tend to be, which we should be, but and I say I was naive. I was naive to some of the costs. Um, and so I want to say, as you get older, there's some grace to your parents not buying you the most expensive sneakers, or the video games you had to have, the gaming systems you had to have. And I grew up privileged, but like I get it. This stuff's expensive and a lot of it breaks or is thrown away. Um, the older you get, you realize it has, and I've gone on here and said it's about gift giving. Gift giving is a love language, but at the end of the day, especially with what Elliot went through, and Elliot wasn't with our family at Christmas last year. He was in treatment. So the best gift you can get once you get older, not as a kid, it's cliche, but there's a reason things are cliche. The best thing you can get is being around family and loved ones. There is not a price you can put on that, nor the experience. So as I look back, being with my family and doing fun stuff over the holidays, that was the gift. I'm smiling, and I think the reason I'm smiling so much is not only is it a recap to the year, and this is our last episode of the year, I'm in such a great place for so many reasons. But the number one reason is the people in my life and the excitement of the people that will come into my life in the new year. And we talked about gifts, and gifts can come in any shape or form. And the one we haven't talked about is the word present and presence. And so that is what the gift is. Just being present. Present for the holidays, present for the New Year's. And just my gift to everyone, including myself going in the new year, is going to be as present as possible. And for the audience listening, I can't wait to share that journey with you in 2025. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Alex Perry on Fire. It means so much to me and the wonderful team that makes this all possible. I'm now passing the flame to you. Please follow, like, and subscribe so you can always stay up to date. Thanks again, and stay fired up.